The information that we receive changes every day.
The first of 20,000 Afghan refugees fleeing the Taliban are arriving in Canada. The plan remains in flux, meaning local agencies that welcome the newcomers aren't yet sure how many they'll be accommodating.
And I know the community at large is really interested in learning about how many vulnerable Afghans will be arriving to our communities locally.
After the refugees touch down in Toronto, many will be moved across the country. Even without definitive numbers, local groups are ready to provide them with a roof over their heads and much more.
Opening a bank account, getting connected to the health system, getting their children registered in school, getting if they need to learn English, the parents assessed in their English language and connected to a language school, finding them a permanent accommodation.
Agencies have reached out to local Afghan communities in Canada already as part of their approach. This Edmonton group has already begun surveying for help in refugee sponsorship, support, or volunteering. That's especially necessary given the gravity of the moment.
Depending on the situations that people have come from, they've experienced trauma, they may have left behind family members, and so they may require longer term supports for that adjustment.
This all comes as the world remains in the grips of a pandemic. But while the number of refugees has dropped as a result, the processes are already in place to deal with the COVID concerns.
During that time period, we followed all public health protocols, including ongoing testing if needed. If clients are being supported in person, then they're required to wear full PPE.
As for lending a hand, the time will come, but it's too early to say just yet what's needed.
There could potentially be opportunities for volunteers to support these families once we know more about what the families will need.
This wave of refugees is reminiscent of the Syrian situation from 5 years ago. In Edmonton alone, that meant 1,400 newcomers. Organizers say lessons learned then, along with a stronger community engagement, means the incoming Afghans will feel as much at home as they can under the circumstances.
Because we have the experience of resettling government-assisted refugees for many years, we're ready to support the Afghans when they arrive.
Scott Frolick, City News, Edmonton.